Dear students, in the last videos we have seen the properties of electric field and how to find the electric field due to a point charge as well as due to a system of charge. Now when we are dealing with a system of charge, so you may consider any atom, any molecule, and certainly you will be agree that all the atoms are since made up of negatively charged electrons and the positively charged protons. So atoms are a system of charges. So in the atoms, everyone is knowing that atoms are electrically neutral because the total negative charge and the total positive charge are equal, hence the total charges on the atoms is zero. Now in that consequence we will study today about one specific system of charges which we will be calling electric dipole. So electric dipole, in a simple word we will say a system of equal and opposite charges separated by some distance. So equal and opposite charges, that's quite clear. There should be the positive and negative charges of equal magnitude and they should be separated by some distance. Now here I have taken the two structures. In one structure, the total positive charge and total negative charge both are coinciding at a point, means they are not separated. So since this is a system of equal and opposite charge, this is also a system of equal and opposite charge. But here the positive and negative charges are not separated. Here the positive and negative charges are separated. So this one will be known as electric dipole and this is not an electric dipole. So if we go a little bit more deep, so we will find the oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, such type of the molecules have their positive charges and negative charges, or their centers of the positive charges and negative charges are coinciding at a point. There is no separation. So they are not an electric dipole. But there are the molecules such as ionic compounds or such compounds where the ions or the atoms have a wide difference in their electropositivity or electronegativity, such as NaCl, HCl, HF, hydrogen fluoride, or H2O. In these type of the molecules, the total positive charge and total negative charge and their centers, means center of positive charge and center of negative charges, are separated by some distance. So here the equal and opposite charges are separated by some distance. So according to the definition, this is an example of electric dipole. So this is an electric dipole, whereas this is not the electric dipole. Now if we move a little bit ahead, so here three type of the systems I have shown. Here this is the system of charges where the 2 unit positive charge is at the vertex and 1 unit negative charge on each of vertices on the base. So this is the system of equal and opposite charges. This is plus 2 unit and this is minus 2 unit. So this is a system of equal and opposite charges. Now my concern, since this is the system, so can we call it a dipole? So to call a dipole, the only condition, there should be the system of charges which is there. Equal and opposite charges, it is there. Plus they should be separated by some distance. So here this positive charge of 2 unit is concentrated at this point, plus 2q. And here these 2 negative charges will find its center here. So this is minus 2q. If I write, is present at this place. So minus 2q. So plus 2q and minus 2q, since minus and minus, their centers is lying here. So this equal and opposite charge system, their centers are separated by some distance. So of course this is a example of electric dipole. Now this is a ring, plus q in the upper half of the ring and minus q is the charge on the lower half of the ring. So here on the upper half and lower half there are equal and opposite charges. Now the question whether this system of charge or this system of charges is an electric dipole or not. So let's see. If we see, the center of all these positive charges will lie at this point. And if you have a knowledge of center of mass, so it will be very much easy for you to understand that the center of mass of a semicircle is 0, 2r upon pi. It means if this is the semicircle, so its center of mass coordinate will be 0, means value of x is 0 and the value of y is 2r by pi. If the radius is r, so 2r by pi will lie here somewhere. So this positive charge is lying at this place, the center of this positive charge. Similarly, all these negative charges are also lying on the semicircle and the center of mass. So here I will call center of charge of a semicircle 0, 2r by pi. This is the coordinate. Value of x is 0 and 2r by pi for this semicircle. So 2r by pi will lie somewhere here. So this is minus q. Thus we can see this semicircle of positive charge plus q is concentrated at this point and this semicircle of charge minus q is concentrated at this point. Thus there is a equal and opposite charges separated by this distance. You can calculate the distance 2r by pi from here, 2r by pi from here. So total distance is 4r by pi. So this is also a dipole. Now this is the simplest part. Equal and opposite charges separated by some distance. Equal and opposite charges separated by some distance. This is also a dipole. So all these are the examples of dipole. Now the question comes, there is an ideal dipole. What is an ideal dipole? An ideal dipole is said to be those systems where the separation between charges are very small. You can consider these molecules can be considered as an ideal dipole, whereas this one or this one, these two systems cannot be considered as an ideal dipole. Of course they are dipole, but not the ideal. These molecules are some ideal dipole. We will study about the ideal dipoles again after a while. Now here there comes a term, and why this term comes, by now you have studied electric field is an entity. Electric field is a quantity which is produced by a charge or system of charges. And what is the basic character of electric field? Electric field has a basic character to apply the force on any charge particle. अगर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड किसी भी चार्ज पार्टिकल को अपने आसपास अपने दायरे में पाएगा तो उसके ऊपर वो फोर्स लगाएगा. तो अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है, सो दिस डाइपोल और एनी डाइपोल, किसी भी डाइपोल को अगर मैं किसी भी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में रख दूं एंड आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड कि ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आया कहां से, दिस इज electric field due to some external source or due to some external system of charges. So this is an electric field. And suppose that a dipole is kept. Now this is. So this is a dipole kept. Now this electric field has the tendency, this is plus Q. This electric field has the tendency to apply the force. So this positive Q will experience a force by this electric field in its direction only. So, and this negative charge will have the same amount of the force in opposite direction. And the magnitude you can calculate F equals to Q into E. E is the applied electric field, Q is the magnitude. And if we see about the direction, so vector form also you can consider Q into E. Force on the positive Q is in the direction of electric field, that I have shown. And if it is negative, so I will read force is opposite to the direction of electric field. They are equal. So they both have the equal forces and opposite forces. So by the concepts of mechanics, by the concept of vector sum, just you see this force and this force are equal and opposite. So the net force on a dipole is always zero when the dipole is placed in uniform electric field. This is something very interesting information, you should note it. The net force on the electric dipole in uniform electric field is always zero. So force is zero, but what can happen? What else can happen? So consider this pen. This is an electric dipole that you were saying in that. And now this is the finger showing the direction of force on the positive charge in this direction. And this is the finger showing the direction of force on the negative charge in this direction. So these two fingers are now applying the force, and due to that force, this dipole is going to rotate. So because of this force or this set of forces, there will be a tendency of rotation. This dipole or this system will rotate. So if a system rotates, then there comes another quantity known as moment. Moment is a word comes into role when there is a rotational tendency. So this dipole has a rotational tendency, so there comes a term moment, and now I will call it electric dipole moment. So my next topic is electric dipole moment. What is an electric dipole moment? How we can measure the rotational tendency of this dipole, that how prompt it is in the rotation. So that extent of tendency of rotation can be measured by electric dipole moment. The question arises, how to measure that electric dipole moment? Now just you see, to measure the electric dipole moment, a very simple step. This is a dipole. System of equal and opposite charges. Suppose that there is a separation represented by D. So the electric dipole moment is a quantity which tells the extent of rotational ability, rotational character of dipole in some external electric field. So electric dipole moment is defined as the product of magnitude of either of the charges. Remember, either of the charges means दोनों में से किसी एक चार्ज का मैग्नीट्यूड आपको लेना है. टोटल चार्ज यू कैन सी, टोटल चार्ज इज जीरो ऑन अ डाइपोल, हमेशा टोटल चार्ज जीरो रहता है. तो दिस इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ आइदर ऑफ द चार्जेस, सो क्यू, and the separation between the charges, distance between the charges. Remember, I am using the word distance. So, Q into D. Thus, electric dipole moment is the product of charge into distance. अब इसका यूनिट क्या होगा? चार्ज का यूनिट कूलॉम, डिस्टेंस का यूनिट मीटर, कूलॉम मीटर. अब एक और प्रश्न आता है कि ये स्केलर क्वांटिटी है या वेक्टर क्वांटिटी? सो ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. सो अगर ये वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है, सो व्हाट विल बी द डायरेक्शन? चलो अब डायरेक्शन के लिए मैं यहां पे एक पॉइंट इंडिकेट कर देता हूं, ए एंड बी. So now if I am interested to write, so vector P equals to Q into D, and to represent the direction I will take the unit vector AB, and the direction of AB you can see from negative to positive. This is. So this is the vector form. On the simplicity, the direction of electric dipole moment is always from negative to positive. Always from negative to positive. So remember, now you have got the electric dipole moment, a very special quantity, very useful quantity, and it is a vector quantity. Its direction is always from negative to positive. It means, if here I say that this is a negative charge, say minus Q, and this is some positive charge plus Q. With a distance, now here I have represent D. Now I am saying this is 2L. Distance is 2L. Why I am taking 2L? It will be clear after a while. Just you see the dipole moment now, the magnitude of dipole moment will Q into 2L. What will be the direction? The direction of this dipole moment will be from negative to positive. अब इससे फायदा क्या हुआ? What is the benefit? Now, just you see, here I had shown many examples of the dipole. सब के सब ये डाइपोल है, यानी कि अगर ये सब डाइपोल हैं तो इन सब के लिए डाइपोल मोमेंट होगा. How to find the dipole moment? To find the dipole moment, just you see one very simple case. A system of charges on an equilateral triangle. So here it is plus 2Q, here it is minus Q, here also it is minus Q. Each side has a length L, since it is equilateral triangle. Now the question arises whether this is an electric dipole or not. So this is the system of equal and opposite charges. So of course this is an electric dipole. So what will be the dipole moment? So let's do it in a very simple way. This can be shown here that this is minus Q and this is plus Q. Can consider one system, this one. And now again, since there is a plus 2Q, so 1 plus Q is left, so that plus Q and this minus Q can be considered as another system. So actually this system you can consider as the system of two dipoles. So here this is a system of two dipoles. Now what is the direction of these two dipoles and what is the magnitude of dipole moments? So just you see, this is the first dipole you can consider and the distance is given L. So the dipole moment you can write P1 equals to magnitude of either of charges Q and the distance is L, so Q into L. And what is the direction? Direction always from negative to positive, so this is dipole moment P1. Again here this is equal and opposite charges and the distance between them is L, so let it be P2. Its value is also Q into L and the direction is from negative to positive in this direction. So thus you have got the two vectors P1 and P2, two dipole moments, and now one dipole moment is in this direction P1 and another dipole moment P2 is in this direction. This is P2 in this direction, P1 in this direction. Just you recall the technique of representing the vectors. Always the vectors should be represented by joining their tails or heads at a same point. Now, what is the angle between these two? What is the angle? So this is 60 degree. These are the vector quantities. What will be the dipole moment? So if the vector quantity is, so there is no doubt, we will apply the vector rule. So either it's the law of parallelogram or we will resolve it. Whatever is easier for us. So here I am going to use law of parallelogram. So I am just trying a parallelogram, and this is the resultant. The diagonal is representing the resultant. Recall the formula of resultant in the law of parallelogram. So resultant equals to under root a square. This is p1 plus b square p2. So p1 is square plus p2 is square plus 2p1 p2 cos, and the angle between these two vectors 60 degree. Just you see here, P1 and P2 both are same in magnitude. They have the value Q into L. So P1 can be written as P2, P2 can be written as P1 because both are equal. So here this can be written 2P1 square plus this also can be written 2P1 square, and cos 60 is 1 by 2. Now what is left? 2 and 2 are cancelled. So this is 2p1 square plus p1 square, 3p1 square. What is the final answer? p1 square is out of the root, so it becomes p1 root 3, and the value of p1 is q into L. So the final answer is net dipole moment of this system of charges is Q into L root 3. This is. So here you have got the magnitude of the resultant. That is the magnitude of dipole moment is QL root 3. Now if we see, there was another example, this one. Whether here we have decided that this is an electric dipole. So if it is an electric dipole, what will be the dipole moment? Let's see this example. Here I had seen the upper one is positively charged, plus Q, and lower one is here, minus Q. This is the center. So consider the center as the origin, and this is XY. The radius is R. So what will be the dipole moment? So this positive plus Q charge is spread uniformly over this semicircular ring. And we know that from class 11 we have studied the center of mass of a semicircular ring is 2r by pi along y-axis. So the coordinate of center of mass, so here I will not use the word center of mass, I will use the word center of charge, that is 0 to r by pi. It means all this positive charge plus Q is concentrated at this coordinate. So let's find this coordinate. Value of x is 0. So value of x is 0 here. And value of y 2r by pi. So 2r by pi will lie somewhere here. So this is the point where all the positive charge is concentrated. Similarly, this negative charge is concentrated on the lower semicircle. And then the center of charge will be at 0, 2r by pi in the lower part. 0 and 2r by pi. This is somewhere. So this is negative charge. Thus positive and negative charges are separated. This distance on the y-axis is 2r by pi, and this distance in the lower side 2r by pi. So now just you see, this positive charge and this negative charge are separated by a distance 2r by plus 2r by pi, that is 4r by pi. This is plus q and this is minus q. So according to the dipole moment definition, product of magnitude of either of the charges, so either of the charges is q, and the separation, this is 4r by pi. So dipole moment equals to 4 qr upon pi. This is, so thus we have got the electric dipole moment. What will be the direction? What will be the direction? Just you see the from negative to positive. So this is the direction. Means the direction of the electric dipole moment will be along positive y-axis. This is the direction along positive y-axis. So here we have got the electric dipole moment. Now next we will see in the next video that what is the importance of electric dipole moment. Do they produce electric field? Do they produce electric potential? And how do they behave in some external electric field? So the complete study of the electric dipoles we will have in the next video. By then, just to recall the properties of electric field, properties of the electric dipole, the pattern of electric field lines of electric dipole. Keep studying, keep smiling, stay healthy. Thank you.